Hey everybody, just a quick follow-up to the last video. First of all, thank you to everyone that has responded. I still have PMs that I need to get back to. I have comments that I need to get back to. Amazingly, well, not amazingly because it's been happening a lot recently, but I'm overwhelmed with the response actually to it. One of the common threads that the majority of people that commented or sent me PMs is that I apparently need to feel loved and needed, and so that strong desire for some sort of acceptance and some sort of love in my life is indicative of the fact that I don't treat myself that way. So what I'm seeking externally is something that I need to be working on internally. To everyone that has made that comment, I completely and totally agree with you. I know that I've touched on it a few times and on Xander's Meteor about the self-loathing and the self-hatred that I have for myself. It's been something that I've been struggling with for probably the past 10 years or so. Before that, I wasn't too bad. I started beating myself up in high school a little bit, but really I can still remember that there was a time that I was confident and that I liked myself and that I actually viewed myself as someone who was going to do things and someone who was going to go somewhere with his life and, accomplish great things. And I'm not even talking about just the Christian. I think I mentioned that once, where so many people would come up to me and just, one of these days you're gonna do something great. And almost always it was, you're going to do something great for the Lord. And it was just, there was that, when I was younger, there was just that charisma and that aura, I guess. I mean, I don't believe in auras, and I never really did. But there was that aura around me that people saw and they said, you're going to do something great. You're going to be something awesome one of these days. And I didn't even need them to tell me that. And it wasn't just me being cocky or conceited. I honestly and truthfully felt that, yeah, I'm an intelligent person. I can go and I can do these things. And I'm going to make something of my life and I'm going to make an impact. I remember one of my favorite sayings was, all my life, my eyes have been open to the world. But one of these days, the world will open its eyes to me. And to be perfectly honest, I believe that I came up with that while I was high and sitting at a Waffle House about 30 miles away from here. And I don't know, I was 20 or so. So, under the influence, but nonetheless, that was what I came up with. And I remember my friend was like, oh my God, dude, that is so awesome. You got to write that down. So, we wrote it down on napkins, and I don't know, we probably used hot sauce to write it down, I don't know. But yeah, so I mean, that was my attitude. That was honestly my attitude. And other than the times that I would get, I would get down and out about life rather often, and then I would pull myself back up and say, you know what, you can do this. You're going to do this. This is going to be awesome. You're going to live an awesome life, and you're going to accomplish things. And this is me trying to fight the judgmental side of myself, but I'll just say what I was going to say and just let it go at that. But I look at my life, I look at the past 10 years of my life, and while, yes, I did move around, I experienced new things, I met new people, I expanded my horizons, I, filled myself full of knowledge on all sorts of different things. I changed pretty much the person that I ever was. I changed completely and totally on the political spectrum. I went from a far-right conservative to, I guess I'll say I'm far left. I'm more far left than I am anywhere towards the right, so I'll say I'm far left politically now. What else? Well, I'm an atheist instead of a Christian, so I mean, there have been strides and progress in my life, whether it was good or whether it was bad, and over the course of the past 10 years I've done a lot, and I know that. But I haven't, it's like if you sit down and you write your accomplishments, I haven't accomplished a whole lot. And getting out of that mindset and getting to the point where I look at my life and I say, it's not about the accomplishments, it's about the experience. And understanding that and accepting that, not just saying it, because I've said that kind of stuff my entire life, especially my entire adult life. And saying those things and believing those things is what I'm working on. along with all of that is exactly what everyone has been saying, is that there is a strong desire inside me. There is that vacuum I mentioned in a comment. There's a vacuum inside that I want to be filled with any attention whatsoever, anything that I can translate as love or compassion for me. I've had a couple of different girlfriends that have seen that in me. They say that, I've always known that you were a good person and that you were someone that I could learn from. And amazingly, that's the response that I've received from the last 4 relationships that I've been in, is after they've ended, has been, I learned so much because of you. And it's never said negatively, which is a good thing. And I've learned so much in all of those relationships. Each one of my relationships has been different. I would say that my last long-term relationship was probably the biggest step backwards in learning about how to have a relationship that I have had. I was making progress as I went through my relationships, and then I had the last one, which ended 3 years ago now. And yeah, that one was definitely a step backwards, and I understand that, and whatever. The point is, I know that I need to learn how to love myself and treat myself a lot better than I actually treat myself, and understand that the things that I can do, the things that I'm good at, which that's another thing, I think I've said this before, I can do so many things. I can pick up and learn something, and I have always had that ability to pick up and learn something and just do it. But then, as has been talked about in some of the other comments and my own comments to the comments left, I get bored with it. I get bored extremely easily. I have to admit, Xander's Meteor Channel is balancing. It's balancing on that line of, I really need to do this, and I really want to do this, and I want to continue to make videos, and I want to continue to tell my story, and I want to continue to write. And on the other side of that line is, I did it well, I'm done, time to move on. I hate that. That drives me nuts. It drives me nuts about myself, because there needs to be that continual challenge. So maybe one of those things that I need to do is I need to challenge myself to, to finish, to sit down and write, and put aside all of the stress and all of the worry and all of the other crap that's going on right now, so that I can, actually move forward in something that I do enjoy. I really do like making videos. I really like the process. It's long, it's tedious, but it's awesome. I love it. And, getting the responses, of course I love the responses. I love to see that people like my videos. I love to know that people are listening to my story. And the thoughts that I have, just like I said, the mockery and ridicule for the win video actually has more views than the last 2 parts of my Roaring 20s. So part of me thinks I need to just pick up the pace on that and not finish it in 9 parts and just go pell-mell to the wall, just get it done, and so I can move on to other subjects without feeling like I've abandoned that project. But again, I'm trying not to judge myself. And I'm trying to say, I will do these things, I will finish these projects, but I also need to understand that I need to do these things on my own time. Otherwise, they're just thrown together, and they're crap, and I don't want crap. It's kind of the whole point. Oh, what else? Today I've done pretty much, that's not true, it's not that I haven't done anything. I actually mowed quite a bit, and I sorted through a couple of boxes. I think I'm pretty much done with the sorting. I just need to break stuff down, take my TV off the wall, and put my sound system in the box, my Xbox in the box, and then pick a date. I need to pick a date, which there's a distinct possibility that I will leave next weekend, which would be the beginning of October. And that is regardless of what the job situation is in Seattle. I may just say, screw it, and go. Because once I get there, then I can assess everything and just, if worst comes to worst, I'll go and I'll apply at other places that I don't want to work just to get a job, just so I can have something to do and have some money coming in. What else today? I'm going to try. Happy Cabby put up a video. I'll try to remember to link it, but if I didn't, just go over to Happy Cabby's channel. He put up a video that talked about how you can now get extended time, and anybody now can go over 15 minutes. You don't have to have, the X number of views on your channel or anything along those lines. There are some restrictions, so watch the video, but if you don't like the 15-minute limit on your channel, then go watch that video real quick, and it'll tell you how to get rid of that 15-minute, 15-minute limit. Thank you. And I did that on this channel, but I also don't really want to go over 15 minutes most of the time, because I think, again, it's that whole attention span thing, especially when it's just some random guy standing out in between soybean and cornfields in the middle of Ohio talking about how much he just wants to be loved and how he just wants to love himself. I mean, it's all warm and gushy and everything, and I don't know how you guys make it through sometimes. Every once in a while I'll watch my own videos and I'm sitting there going, oh my God, what the hell is this guy talking about? So, anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for sticking around, and thank you very much for all of your responses. If I have not replied to one of your comments and or have not replied to your PM to me, I will reply, and there's actually a possibility I'm going to reply via video. I have a webcam, so I might as well use it, and I may just sit there and, film whatever t-shirt I have on without my head, and not without my head. I'll have my head. It'll just be out of the shot. But I may just respond that way, because some of the PMs are actually really long. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the time that you guys have put into helping me try and figure this out. And so, yeah, I'm going to go upload this and then look around and see if there's anything else that I can pack up to get ready to go, and look up some information on U-Haul and this and that and the other. Oh, I do have over here, amidst all the trash and other random crap, you can sort of see it right there. That's my trailer hitch for my car. So that's out and ready to be put back on for the trailer. And yeah, so moving forward, slowly but surely. Take care, everybody.